What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. Say failed to post to Facebook. Here's what Facebook said. This user. Okay, so I was trying to go live on Facebook also, but they're not allowing me to go live on Facebook right now. I guess I'm on parole or probation or something. But anyway, fam, make sure you smash up the likes, smash those likes up, fam. I'll let a couple of hundred more people jump in and then I'll go in. In the meantime and in between time, I'll give a few shout outs. I see Fat Boy Chad. We got so Fat Boy Chad said, yeah, they said he thought it was somebody named Cam. That's the thing about trying to jump to conclusions, man. A lot of stuff is happening. A lot of stuff, over the last month, you hear get a lot of information out there, and most of it is erroneous. So unless you get something that's facts, you get it from the source, probably shouldn't rely on it. Okay, fam. Who's that? Pooh Black? What up? Prophet Jones. Okay, Shreveport, Louisiana. So going in, fam. Since this is breaking news, I'm just now getting it, just like everybody else is getting it. So I don't have the benefit of going all the way through the entire article and knowing everything that was said. So I'll be learning as you guys are learning about the details of the case and what they have so far. And I'll just start off by reading this article on KHLU Channel 11. This is the local channel in Houston. Anytime stuff happens in a city, I like to go to the local reporting because they usually have a pulse on what's going on, a better pulse than those other outlets, those other media outlets that are nationwide or that are outside of the city. So here's a story. Patrick Xavier Clark, 33, was arrested Thursday night and charged with murder. Prosecutors said he was planning to flee to Mexico, so they're asking for no bond. 1 month after the killing of Migos rapper Takeoff, the Houston Police Department announced they have arrested a suspect who is charged with killing him. Patrick Xavier Clark, 33, was arrested, and this is charged with murder, HPD Chief Troy Finner said at a news conference. According to the court documents, Clark applied for an expedited passport shortly after the shooting and said he was going to Mexico. He had the passport and a large amount of cash when he was arrested. Now, for those of you, first of all, the prosecutors said that they wanted him to be held without bond because he was a flight risk. For those of you who don't know, let me bring you up to speed. Takeoff was shot and killed in downtown Houston on November 1st, unfortunately, on my birthday, after attending a private party at the A10 Billiards and Bowling Alley. Police said the shooting stemmed from an argument over a lucrative dice game. I can tell you right now, Takeoff was not involved in playing the dice game. He was not involved in the argument that happened outside. He was not armed. He was an innocent bystander, HPD Sergeant Michael Burrows said. He said about 30 people were there when Takeoff was shot. Literally, every single one of those people left the scene without giving a statement to police, Burrows said. It's important that those people come forward. Mayor Sylvester Turner urged witnesses to come forward. He said, I don't give anyone an out. If you were there and you saw something and you know something, you don't get a pass. There are too many young men, and I'll be even more specific, too many young men of color who are killing each other and killing other young men of color. And that has to stop. Finner said he spoke with Takeoff's mother Friday morning to let her know they had a suspect in custody. He said, "We lost a good man. Everybody, the hundreds of people that I talked to, spoke of what a great individual he was." So here's what happened. Takeoff's real name, whose real name is Kersnick Ball, was part of the Migos along with Quavo and Offset. The 28-year-old and Quavo were at a private party along with about 40 other people when shots were fired outside of the A10 Billiards and bowling alley. Police said the party ended around 1 a.m., but the group gathered outside for more than an hour after the party ended. Just after 2:30 a.m., shots were fired and Takeoff was hit, dying just outside of the bowling alley doors. Two people, a 23-year-old man and a 24-year-old woman, were also shot, police said. They drove to the hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. They have not been identified, but police said they have spoken with them to help the investigation. Earlier the week, Cameron Joshua, also known as Lil Cam, appeared in court after prosecutors said he was there when Takeoff was killed. He is not charged with shooting the rapper, but was charged with 2 counts of felon with a weapon. Joshua has a criminal record, so he's not allowed to carry a gun. And that right there, fam, is all the details, well, at least most of the details right now. And they also said that this guy, Patrick Xavier, is not allowed to speak to a number of people, including people that who were on the scene of the shooting. Going into the comments. D. Him, Billy B, what up? Let's see. Mike Brown, what up, Mike Brown? Juanita Noble, what's up, Juanita? Daniel Lucas. Shouts out to the members, Daniel Lucas and who is this, Mariam Abui, straight out of Massachusetts. You dig? Vincent Harper. What's up, Vince? Slicky Raider. Salute to Trillion of Judah. Ricky Webster. Black YouTube. Memphis, Tennessee in the building. Dub Willis Clan 1. What's up, Catherine Dean? You got it. Black Girls, what is that? Paris? Black Girl Paris. What's up, Black Girl Paris? Augusta, Georgia in the building. Chanzo, what up? Damian Scott. Fuddy Duddy 1, what up? What up, Willie Ferguson? What it do? Leroy Clark, what's up? Al Carroll. A's on the gridiron. Yeah. Jesus Peace asks, do I think they got it right? I don't know. I don't know, fam. One thing that I will tell you this, and I'm going to tell you something, fam. A long time ago, I realized that most of the stuff that go down in the club life, the nightlife, happens after the door is shut, after everything's shut down. That's when most of the drama occurs. So I've just made it a practice. I don't shut down the club. I'll shut it down, lock the doors, lock all the doors, shut it down like that. But other than just like wait until the club closes at 2 a.m., which they close at 2 a.m. in Houston, with Texas at large. But if the club closes at 2 a.m., I'm getting up out of there, before 2 a.m. It might be 1:59, but I'm leaving before they turn that music off. I'm leaving before they make that announcement. I'm leaving before they start cleaning up all of the glasses, collecting glasses and bottles. I'm leaving because a lot of times that's when whatever's going on, if somebody had a beef with somebody, somebody had a problem with somebody, they usually take it outside. They usually wait till they go outside. And, if you're inside the club and something go down, usually it won't be any gunplay. But if you're outside, it's easy to get caught up in some gunplay. Because usually, when it's over, if you got a problem with somebody, go to your car, get your heat, you come back and you wait. So, or you come back and you get down. So I just learned a long time ago, fam. That's just one of the that's one of my little hacks that I do to avoid drama in the nightlife. I don't shut the club down. I don't do that. And the thing is, fam, is that what happened to Takeoff could have happened to anybody. This ain't even about trying to be hard or being a gangster, having a temper, or none of that. It's like the chief said, Takeoff, by all accounts, was a good dude, laid back dude, no problems. People had nothing but kind things to say about him. So if it could happen to somebody like that, that means that could happen to anybody. So, you know, what do you do? The best thing you could do in a situation like that, he wasn't bothering anybody. So the only thing that's left right there is to change the scenery. So, and that's it regardless of who you hanging out with, fam. That nightlife is just, you know, the nightlife is really consistent with a lot of drama, and that's normally, the later it get, people are intoxicated, you know, if they're not intoxicated, that's where the jacker's at. The jacker's been trying to work all night long. They ain't hit no lick, or they may be waiting to hit that lick, or if they hadn't hit a lick, sometimes the licks don't go down like they want it to go down. So now they desperate. So boom, they see an opportunity. It's late at night. Bam, they just hit somebody at random so they don't go home empty-handed. This happens a lot. How do I know? Kenneth, what up? Kevin Washington, what it do? T. Houston. See the 416 in the building. Talib, what up? Salam. Jeffrey Lane, I started to block you, man, but I'm gonna give you a chance. My name is spelled right there on the screen, bro. I know you're a grown ass man. Ain't no way you're supposed to get that wrong. I'm the host. It's my show. It's my channel. I don't have a complicated name. It's 6 letters. W-I-L-L-I-E. Simple. It's a common name. It's easy to spell. And you spelling my name with a Y like I'm a white dude. You only in America, if a guy is black, I mean, if he's black, his name almost 1,000% of the time is going to be spelled W-I-L-L-I-E, not with a Y. In America, invariably, white dudes' names are spelled with a Y. They're the only ones who spell their name with a Y when it's spelled the W. Willie. Willie is spelled with a Y when they white. Y when white, all right? Y when white. Y white. E black. You get it? All right, Jeff, we're gonna try that again, man. Let's try it again. Wallace Shell, what up? And here's the thing, fam, like, you know, anybody can get it, and anybody can get it at any time, anywhere. But there are some things that you can do to increase your chances of getting it. And there's some things that you can do to minimize your chances of checking out of here early. So now more than ever, you really have to move with a purpose. And you really have to move around with your head on a swivel. You really have to watch the company you keep. You really have to watch the energy you project. Because, you know, I don't think I've ever lived in a time where people just had such a low opinion about life, about living. I don't remember those days. I don't remember at no point in my life do I remember where people just go off for, little or nothing. They just use a gun to solve all disputes, you know? So, and I'm gonna drop another gem on y'all, fam. Because you know where I come from, and I can tell y'all this because I lived it. I've been through it. I did it. I did it all the wrong way, man. And by the grace of God and a little luck or whatever, and a little determination, I'm still here. But I could have easily, many times could have been me on either side. So I can tell you these little life hacks, that I use, and you know, you can do what you want to do. You can take it or leave it. It's just like going to watch a pastor preach. You know how sometimes a pastor might say something and it resonates with you, or you can be sitting there listening to a pastor the whole time, and everything he's saying just fly right by. And then he say that one thing, you be thinking he talking right about you. Like you be like, "Damn man, who told pastor my business?" Because it's like he know exactly what you're going through. Like, man, who the hell told pastor my business? So that's how it is. So one of my other life hacks is uh, I I try to avoid arguments. Arguments usually result in some type of confrontation. Or what? Let me put it like this: just about every single person who's died a violent death, who was murdered, That was an argument ensued prior to their being murdered. Whether that argument happened within seconds of their death, minutes, days, weeks, months, you can usually go back to an argument. And what happens is that in arguments, people say things to hurt each other. And sometimes you say things that go so low that you can't take it back. You can't go no further. And to that person, in their mind, that's that one thing you said that it triggers them. You can be talking, sometimes you can be having an argument with a person, and you be saying, calling a person all kinds of names, saying all kinds of things. And then you say that one thing. And that's to be the thing that make them just, that's the thing that make them spring into action. You say that one thing. Yeah, that's why your goddamn dog walk with a limp. You talked about their mama, their kids. You know, you didn't talk about their cockeyed and cockeyed everything. You say something about that limping dog, it triggers something, you know? So, and you don't know what a person's trigger word is. You don't know. Sometimes people just wake up with a chip on their shoulder and they feel like the very next time somebody offend me, I'm a down them. Sometimes people wake up like that. The very next person that offend me, I'm a down them. Sometimes a person is offended by the same person multiple times. And they wake up on this particular day, they say, he got one more time. She got one more time. And then when it go down, it go down. So I try my best to avoid like arguments. I'm talking about heated arguments. I try to avoid that type of stuff because I've seen too many people get killed, mess their lives up. I've seen too many people throw their lives away over petty disputes that means nothing. I mean, the stuff that just really don't even mean nothing. But what happens is that pride gets in the way. A lot of times people, pride get in the way. You let your pride get in the way. Pride will get you shot in the guts. You know? Yeah, that pride will get you shot in the guts. I wrote this song on the GETO Boys album called The Secret. And in my verse, I said, excuse my French and pardon my vernacular, fam, I'm finna get a little rowdy. In my verse, I said, I know this cocksucker pulling me over because of my skin, but the secret is the wind, so I hold it in. I'm yes sir and no sir, but when he pull off, he this. A motherfucking dick-sucking redneck son of a bitch. All it takes is one pussy who ain't getting none to catch you on a dark street and put you to sleep. Dude was one deep at the stove. He said, I ain't no hoe. Got clapped in the back of his fro. Woo! It didn't have to go like that. Believe me, mister, someday niggas gonna respect these pistols. Get out the way when a fool got the ups. Pride to get a motherfucker shot in the guts. And remember this, from the day you grown to the day that you gone, greedy don't last too long. The secret is to win. Get out the way. That's the secret. That's the secret. It's to win. The secret is to win. And if you're doing anything inconsistent with winning and living to be a nice, living to age with grace, that's part of winning. Aging with grace is part of winning. Being free, living your life as a free woman or man is winning. Being present in your children's upbringing, you, not somebody else, being present, not living across town and seeing them once a month, you know, living on the next street, not seeing them for weeks at a time, or seeing them just on their birthdays. I'm talking about being present. I'm talking about being steady where they can count on you. That's winning. That's winning. So I'm not trying to just have it for a moment. Pop some bottles, take some pictures for the gram. Ooh, look at me, man, I'm doing it. Got girl and all that kind of stuff. And boom, just like that, everything gone. I mean, when I say everything gone, everything gone. I've been around long enough to see so many people win and lose. I've been around so long that I've seen people that had great amount of potential, great amount of talent, and I can see what they're gonna do with that talent before they even do it. I can see who's gonna make it and who ain't. I can look at it by the way they move. I can watch. I can just tell by the way they move. I can observe them. I can observe them for 5 minutes and I can tell you what's going how they're gonna end up. In most cases, not all, but in almost every single case, I can study a person for 5 minutes and tell you how it's gonna play out for them just by the way that they move. Just by the way that they move, I can tell you how it's gonna play out for them. And keep in mind, fam, this ain't no goody two shoes talking. This me basing these statements that I'm making off of not just observance, but experience. I wish I didn't have to go through a lot of the stuff that I experienced. But if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to speak to y'all in the manner that I do. I wouldn't have the information that I have if I didn't go through it. But I ain't gonna lie, fam. I wish I hadn't went through it. I mean, you know, because you know, didn't always work out, you know. Pandora Johnson. What's up, Rich Randall? Mimi, I see you. Kerman McLam. McLam. It's a live name, McLam. Boy, man, McLam. Boy, that sounds like it just sounds like a cold-blooded basketball player or football player, McLam, or like a lawyer, McLam and Lamb, McLam and McLam and McLam. You know, McLam and Associates. You got to do something with that name, man. Joy 31608. What up? All right, fam, that's my time. I just wanted to bring y'all that quick update, fam. I know a lot of y'all were looking forward to having somebody arrested in this situation. Hopefully, they got the right person. Um, yeah, Takeoff. That was a big blow. That wasn't. You know, when somebody like Takeoff died, that's not just a big bloated. That's not about hip hop. That's bigger than hip hop because we need men like that in our community. We need more men like that. We need more humble, uh, good energy, hardworking dudes with integrity. You know, solid dudes. We need more dudes like that. We need more dudes like Takeoff. And so when somebody like him get knocked off, you know, it's a big loss. It's a big loss. And if you can't see that, fam, then I don't know what to tell you. But this one right here, this has a lot of similarities to the Nipsey Hussle case to me. Because Nipsey Hussle was the last person that I thought would end up murdered in the streets. Like he didn't have that type of energy. He wasn't that type of guy. Nipsey was a good dude. He was a solid dude. You know, he was a man's man type of dude. So, oh man, I got to end this, fam, because I'm having I'm having flashbacks. All right, fam. I appreciate y'all for joining the live. Until next time, no more talk.